The film's title, Love Lies. And it is a world premiere. We are very, very fortunate because we have our director here. We have our producer here. We have our leading cast members here. Applause. 我哋有導演黃耀琪，我哋有監製陳慶佳，同埋兩位最主要嘅演員吳欣如同埋 MC 張建浩。We are so fortunate. We have our director Hong Yu-Kei, producer Chen Hing-Kai, as well as our leading cast, Sandra Ng and MC Zhang Jinfu. Welcome. Welcome on the stage. OK， 世界首映咧，第一樣嘢要問一問導演有啲咩感想？
鬆一口氣，因為一路驚講唔切。今日鬆一口氣，希望大家陣間嗰百零分鐘會睇得開心。
I want to tell you as a director, actually right at this moment I have a sense of relief because we were rushing and rushing to finish this film, and guess what? We are now all sitting here and we will soon enjoy the 100 or so minutes of this world premiere.
自己搞埋監製咧？
都好開心，因為睇住導演入行，睇住佢由編劇轉去做導演咁，我係好安樂啦。
I'm very happy as a producer. I've actually seen our director first actually as a screenwriter, and then from screenwriting now becoming a director. And I have to say I'm very content. 安樂啊 ，content. Okay, Sandra.
我好開心接到一個咁完整嘅劇本。
I am so happy. I can tell you this entire screenplay is really a complete, full screenplay.
仲有個劇本攞咗獎㗎。
And the screenplay has already received awards.
咁雖然佢嘅成本唔高，非常之低，佢攞到嘅獎金亦都應該比唔起我同 MC 嘅片酬。但係因為個劇本實在太好，所以我諗我同 MC 今日企喺度，我哋拍咗啦。我希望大家鍾意，亦希望呢部戲票房好好啦，同埋有好嘅口碑。
Actually, just so you know, you can imagine actually this is not a very high budget film, and also really even the award for the screenplay for the screenwriter, it wasn't really a lot of money, and probably not even enough to pay for the fees for myself, Sandra, as well as MC. But it doesn't matter. We are happy to be here. We're happy we finished this film, and hope that you like this film. And also we also look forward to fantastic box office of this film.
香港電影好難做，
It is not easy to make Hong Kong local film.
同埋其實戲監製提一提我，其實戲裏面有啲好大部分嘅衫我自己出。
Actually, as our producer reminded me, a lot of the costumes are actually my own. Actually, my own fashion items.
講笑
This is not a joke.
買唔起嗰啲衫。
Basically, it's because you
我喺個籠底摷下啲衫出嚟。OK，
Okay, MC.
我都唔知講咩好啲。今次係我第一次參加電影節啦，同埋喺呢一個場地度睇戲啦。咁所以多謝導演同埋監製俾咗呢個機會我，希望大家會中意呢套戲。
This is the first time that I actually make a film, watch a film, and actually also being in a film festival to be here with all of you. And so thank you, producer, thank you, director, and also thank you all of you for being here. Thank you. Okay, so now let's start with the world premiere, and also a reminder, there will be a Q&A session after the screening. Please stay 嚇，記得完咗之後有問答環節。Thank you for staying。有請導演黃耀琪、監製陳慶嘉，仲有係吳君如同埋 MC 張天賦上。Director 黃耀琪。Producer 陳慶嘉 as well as our leading cast Sandra Ng and MC Zheng Hongfu. And those with questions, start planning your questions. 準備舉手問問題啦，因為我哋時間冇多 ，we have very limited time, so I want to make sure those who have questions and please just a question, no statements, and not how you love this film because I know you love this film. 唔使講你幾中意呢出戲啦，問問題就得㗎啦。有冇人舉手？有 ，OK。第咩喺邊度？第咩喺呢度啊嘛？我睇到係第8行有位男士着應該係深藍色 T 恤。唔該。
簡單咁問啦，想問其實呢套都係首部劇情片啦，咁點解會揾到君如、cast 天賦呢個組合咧？因為呢個組合依家嘅效果相當有趣啦。第二個問題想問阿君如，
佢一個問題啫嘛。
係一個。
Thank you. Now the question is 佢喺第8行中間深藍色 T 恤。睇到嘛 ？Okay. The question is very simple. Is that this is our director's debut film, debut feature film. So the question is, how did she manage to convince Sandra Ng as well as MT Zheng Hongfu to join the cast? What an interesting combination.
好，其實如果我要喺香港揾一個呢個年紀嘅女演員咧，其實熟佢。其實一定好熟㗎已經係，一定係阿吳君如嘅。跟住我哋嗰陣時諗過好多而家新嘅一啲新人啊，跟住吳君如就提議話，不如去見下張天賦。佢竟然攞到年初一嘅演唱會第1行。哇！多謝邊個？多謝 Y 文，幫我哋學飛。跟住咁我就喺演唱會，咁當然啊張天賦喺台上邊好 charm 啊，好好睇，一定嘅呢個。然之後佢演唱會中間有一啲佢以前 busking 嘅相咧，因為靚仔我覺得冇乜問題嘅，如果要做後邊嗰一橛，但係前邊嗰個比較傻、比較頹廢嘅靚仔咧，我就喺佢啲 busking 嘅相見到，跟住我就覺得係佢啦。咁同埋，因為我呢部戲需要好多 VO 同埋好多 OS， 因為講翻啲對白出嚟啦，我好需要一個把聲好靚嘅男仔。
Okay, three things, just so that people understand. First of all, is that Sandra Ng is wonderful of her age group, which is absolutely beautiful and young, of all of the Hong Kong actresses. And then it was Sandra who actually suggested for the male lead to actually maybe look for MC. And so then comes the wonderful, wonderful possibility of seeing MC in concert on Chinese New Year first night. And then we also got first row seats, which was amazing. So he was very charming, and then on top of that is that there were some old videos of him busking when he was younger, and there was just this wonderful innocence, innocence in him, so I just was very charmed. And then the last thing is that because there's a lot of voiceover, there's a lot of really saying and speaking the lines, and so I really need somebody with a beautiful voice. And so therefore, the wonderful choice. OK， 第二個問題，對唔住，只可以一個問題，因為我哋冇乜時候啊，兩邊都冇人問問題啊，淨係中間嘅咋，只係中間啊。OK， 第5行呢一邊黑色衫長袖 ，Yes you lucky。
我個問題好簡單，就係可唔可以同你哋再睇多次呢套戲啊
？No, thank you. The question doesn't need an answer. 好簡單，幾時公映啫？講啦。
中同發行嗰邊嘅人，稍後大家
Watch the news. This will definitely be distributed. You can watch it in cinemas in Hong Kong, everywhere. Okay, later.
希望如果大家覺得好睇，傳啲口碑出去。因為我而家仲未決定幾時上。
Okay, we haven't decided when actually to release it, so please help spread the word. Okay, we need a question that actually requires a real answer. 真問題喎，唔係假問題。
轉下嗰個喺後邊。
後邊有個轉下嗰個邊個
喺度，有一個白色 T。
係啊，等阿 Sandra 揀。
係啦。佢啊，就係佢咯，揈下。
問啦。
我想問下導演嘅
Question for our director。
點解會揀呢一個題材，即係網片呢個愛情嘅故仔去寫？而且我覺得呢一個劇本係近年好少有好貼地嘅愛情故仔嚟嘅。好啦，我嘅問題就係咁多。
The question is why this topic regarding, of course, how people actually use the internet and in actually, swindling people's money. And then the other one is that this is really a very, very close to the ground love story. Very, very realistic in one way.
多謝你嘅讚賞。因為我參加首部劇情片嘅時候咧，我哋睇翻以前都係一啲社會問題。跟住我覺得寂寞嘅女人俾人呃都係一個社會問題，即係大家經常都會睇到呢啲咁嘅詐騙情騙案啦。咁所以我哋就寫咗呢一個故仔，同埋我哋發覺其實詐騙集團係好似拍戲嘅。即係成班人又有劇本啦，跟住又有美術組啊，砌嗰啲相。其實你而家見到 research 嘅嘢喺戲裏邊嘅嘢，都係我哋 research 翻嚟真嘅。
Okay, so very important is that, yes, many people would use and take social problems and themes like that to make their first feature film, but really, a lonely woman trying to search for love, that's a social problem too.
OK， 我覺得情騙呢個咧係唯一一個受害者咧係好開心嘅。咁其實同我哋其實睇戲一樣，大家今日嚟睇戲，戲係假嘅，但係你想喺入邊揾一點真，揾一點甜。其實每個俾人呃嘅女人，堅持自己冇俾人呃咧，其實都係呢個原因。
Yeah, women who actually had been swindled and actually, had been lied to, a lot of them would insist that they weren't. And think of all of this, this is a fictional story. And yet all of you are here, you enjoyed it, and then from there you also actually got some truth out of it. And then earlier on, also the director was very clear, is that actually these types of gangs that actually organize, this type of organized internet gangs, this is actually real research. What you see is that it's really as if they are trying to make a film. There really is a props department. There are people who actually really work on the script and so on.
俾我講多一句。OK。因為我係首部劇情片啦，你激動，我好多謝。諗到自己會，但係好多謝我成個 crew 佢哋每一個人都幫呢一部戲幫我好多，我好多謝佢哋。
Thank you to the crew. This is a heartfelt thanks from our director to everybody in the team and the crew that actually helped make this film. 我哋而家只係得4分鐘 We have 4 minutes left, which is basically 1 or 2 questions. Okay, here 你又入手咁樣入手入啊呢個係咪深綠色衫啊？你呢件？深綠色差唔多啦嚇。OK。
我想請問君如，你有冇覺得真係談咗一場戀愛？因為我有。
Okay, question to Sandra is that through the whole filming, through this film, did you feel that you actually had fallen in love? You really had a love affair?
我覺得咧呢部戲咧，我代表咗好多女人。
I felt that I represented lots of
得到一啲嘢。得到乜嘢咧？張天賦咯，係咪？
我哋拉嘅 MC 俊傑，
即係對 fans 嚟講，梗係得到張天賦啦。但係我覺得睇完之後，其實導演就喺呢個女性嘅角度去，即係個女人好需要愛，好寂寞， 但我又覺得又相反，我覺得其實男人都好寂寞嘅，即係尤其是佢拍一個冇用嘅男人，最後尾呃到女人，哇幾大成就！所以我覺得呢個戲唔係單純喺個女人係咪談咗場戀愛。喺我梗係好開心啦，同佢講其實我哋冇對手戲嘅，你冇發覺？我哋兩個各自攞個電話嘅咋，即係佢跟蹤咗我，同埋嗰場飲酒係嘛，同埋個電車度。
因為睇第一個 cut 嘅時候咧，兩位主角就話：哦，原來你拍啲咁嘅嘢係嘛
Okay, so
好難拍㗎。
just in summary is that, you know, of course it was a great experience because what I got was MC Zhang Dingfu. But the thing is, if you actually really study this film, you realize that actually we never really had much of an interaction because we were not in the same space except for the tram, except for, you know, that one place at a bar. And also remember that this is a story, yes, from a female director about a female perspective, but on the other hand, it also talks about men. Men can be lonely, and especially in case of, for example, somebody who was ne'er-do-well, didn't really do very well in life, and yet, you know, somehow he managed to swindle a woman, and he managed to actually get away with a lie. Okay? Thank you. 對唔住，真係時間有限，但係我發現咧 ，MC 你一句都未講過。
你係咪知佢乜？
我代全世界問佢。整個拍攝過程，最難忘係乜嘢 ？Okay, what was the most memorable in the entire process of making this film？
其實中間有好多都好難忘嘅地方嘅，因為都體驗到即係個 schedule 好忙啦，所以必須要喺好短嘅時間內逼到嘢啦。其中好難忘咧就係其實喺審訊室入邊咧，我哋最後係冇乜時間拍嘅，好似我係焗住成個審訊室係1個鐘頭啦，唔知。
係啊，好叻啊！
係啊，
天生6個鐘嘅戲，用1個鐘幫我拍晒。
Wow. Okay, this is important for those of you who are journalists who are not listening to Cantonese properly. Now I explain. Actually, the interrogation room scenes, multiple scenes, were actually all shot within 1 hour. This is talent. 仲有一樣少少嘢補充下，咁跟住我哋要收㗎啦。
難忘。我其實頭先一路睇到驚，
驚咩啊？
一路睇到驚，大家啱啱呢位女士話談一場戀愛，我一路睇到驚，即係好似忘年戀咁嚟。即係，但係我睇完之後覺得個故仔好順暢，然後覺得死好冇違和感啊！即係嗰隻咧，所以我唔明，我唔知你明唔明我講咩，所以我同張天賦喺度都 OK 喎，都 OK 喎，於是我哋兩個都幾襯。
There's a sense of trepidation as this film was unfolding because we were both sitting there in the audience and we were just wondering, you know, is this going to look like as if it's, you know, an older lady and a young man, some sort of a romance? But no, it turns out that we actually have a pretty good match. Pretty good match. Okay, I think 真係啦，恭喜晒，congratulations, wonderful. Thank you.